guys, it's me again, and today I'll be going through how to highlight and shadow your pictures. There's many different ways to do this, so I'll just show some of the ones I use. First we'll be starting with the curve layer. Strawberry Swing already did a very good tutorial on how to do both the highlights and the shadows with curve layers, so check out hers first. I'll link that in my post so you can see them, but I'll go through them here too quickly. So let's start off by making a highlight layer, and as you see I just clicked right down here by the layer styles and hit curves. Then you'll be grabbing this handle here to drag it up to make it very bright, and that's good enough. Let's disable that for now, then we'll do another one, and we will be making that one very dark instead, and disable that one too. Go back to the light one, enable it, hit here by not info, click the mask and invert it so everything is invisible again. As I said and explained before, with layers everything that's black is hidden and everything that's white is revealed. So now that it's black, everything is hidden. Let's go ahead and grab the brush tool, make it really small and make sure it's set to full hardness. And I kinda suck at drawing with the mouse because my tablet is busted, so I'll be using the pen tool for now, but if you're good at drawing with your mouse, go ahead and use that. So I'll just be showing how and where to highlight, how I do it. I'm gonna be highlighting around this area. As you can see, that is way too bright, but I'll show you what I'm doing really, so you understand what the hell is going on. That brush is a little bit too big, so we can go ahead and reduce that 1 point more. And just go around, see where you want your highlights to be. I'm gonna go around the chin as well to highlight. That's good enough. And as you can see, the hair, you can go ahead and just grab, highlight a bit to give the hair a bit more depth. That's gonna look good once you're done. Things like that. Now we're gonna go in over here by the layer properties and just feather that till you get some highlights you're satisfied with. That's still too harsh, so up to about here. Still too harsh, as you can see on the lip, so I'm gonna go ahead and reduce the opacity a bit. Now chin looks good, lips are almost good, so let's see, let's grab the eraser tool and just with a quite low opacity, soft-ish brush, and delete a little bit, like so. Same under the chin, you don't need any highlights down there. So that's the highlights done for now. So hide that for now, then go up to this layer, which is too dark, so once again hit the mask, invert to hide, make sure so the brush is small and hard, then just draw where you want your shadows to be. And since the light is coming from this direction, you want the shadows to be around here. So we'll just draw out. I want a bit of shadow there. Oops. Like so. Like that. Maybe a little bit under here. Then feather that till you find something that's good. Not too much. That's good enough. Maybe lower the opacity just a little bit. Like that is good. And I'll enable the highlights again. And just to make sure nothing's fucked up too badly, go ahead and duplicate the layer you are working on and merge with the highlight and the shadow layer, like so. Now I'm gonna show another way I use to highlight and shadow my things. So go ahead and go down to here where I have the burn and the dodge tools. So I'll grab the burn tool, make sure the exposure is really low, anywhere between 3 and 10 is good enough, nothing more, it's gonna be too strong otherwise. And just go around the shadows that you want to burn in, like the nose and the lips, and here about the shadow under the chin, down by the neck, and maybe the eyebrows if you want to darken those a little bit. If that gets too dark, you can just lower the opacity as always, so you don't get too much. Something like that is pretty good for me. So I'll just merge that down. Then once again I will duplicate that layer, and this time I will be grabbing the dodge tool. The dodge tool makes everything brighter, and that one's even stronger than the dodge tool, so I tend to use even lower exposure. Make sure it's set to highlights and go around all the light areas that you want to brighten up, like here under the eyebrow. Same for this side, and around the nose a bit, the lips, and down here by the neck. Make it a bit bigger. And go over the forehead a bit as well. Maybe even the cheeks. And check how that looks. That's a bit too shiny for my liking, so I'll lower the opacity again on that layer to something like that. And I'll merge that down. Then I see her eyes are a bit dark, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick trick I always do with my eyes. Create a new layer, zoom in on the eyes, grab your brush tool, make it a bit bigger, about that, a bit softer, and then just paint over the eyes. If you mess up, it's alright, you can go ahead and delete that, erase that. It's no worries. As I said, I'm painting with a mouse, so I'm not that exact. Now you can go ahead and change the layer style to soft light. Here's the time where you want to erase if you missed anything, which I did there. And around here. And look at the actual pictures. That's too bright. So lower the opacity again. As you can see here, when I uncheck that layer, dark, and that's better. And you can go ahead and merge that down. That's how I make my eyes more visible. And yeah, I think that's about how I do my highlights and shadows for my pictures.